My beloved child, listen to me with your whole spirit, because what I am about to speak is not ordinary, not casual, not something that can be put aside and returned to later. I am speaking to you now because tonight carries a divine shift that has been waiting for you for years. Your life has been rising, falling, turning, and twisting, but now the turning stops. The hesitation stops. The delay stops. You have entered the hour where heaven has chosen you specifically for a blessing that carries the power to rewrite your story. This message is not meant for any other person, not meant for those around you, not meant for someone who accidentally stumbles across these words. This message is meant for you. And if you ignore it, the doors that I have kept open for you may close before you even realize what was coming your way. Tonight at 9 p.m., I am sending a blessing, yes, the financial breakthrough of $10 million. But understand something deeper. This is not about the money alone. This is about the position I am placing you into. This is about the purpose I am awakening inside you. This is about the spiritual mantle I have been protecting in your name, even on the days you felt forgotten, overlooked, rejected, abandoned, or unworthy. My child, you have walked through fire. You have been through nights where you cried until your body trembled. You have survived betrayals that were designed to break you permanently. You have endured losses that took pieces of your heart with them. But through all of it, you kept something that many people lose. You kept your compassion. You kept your conscience. You kept your kindness. You kept your secret, private prayers. You kept your faith alive even when it flickered like a dying flame. That is why this message is being delivered to you now. You have been chosen not because you are perfect but because you endured. You survived what was meant to bury you. You forgave what was meant to poison you. You rose above what was meant to trap you. And now the blessing that I withheld until the appointed hour is being released in your name. Tonight at 9 p.m., the supernatural will shift around you. And the doors that seemed locked for months, years even, will begin to open with such speed that you will wonder how everything changed so quickly. But before that breakthrough arrives, I need you to hear me clearly. Do not ignore this message, do not dismiss what I am saying, and do not delay your spiritual alignment. If you disconnect, if you doubt, if you walk away, the blessing cannot land where my angels have positioned it to land. You are safe, my child. You are protected. Nothing will go wrong for you because my hand is fully stretched over your life. You are surrounded by my presence. You are covered by my mercy. You are wrapped in layers of protection you cannot see with your natural eyes. Though you have felt moments of fear recently, that fear is not your future. Though you have felt uncertainty about your finances, that uncertainty is ending. Though you have felt like you were holding your breath waiting for things to change, tonight the change will meet you. Nothing will go wrong because I am with you, but listen deeply, your spirit must be open. Your heart must be trusting. Your mind must be calm, because I cannot bless a heart that is closed. I cannot pour abundance into hands that are clenched in fear. Open yourself now. Breathe. Let the worry fall. Let the stress fall. Let the burden slide away from your shoulders. Everything you lost, I am replacing. Everything taken from you, I am restoring. Every lie spoken about you, I am reversing. Every door that was slammed shut in your face, I am reopening in ways no human can block. Tonight is the night I show you why you never gave up, my child. Let me remind you of something. The blessing of $10 million is not arriving by accident. It is arriving because I wrote it into your destiny before you were even born. You were meant to rise financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and socially. You were meant to lead, not follow. You were meant to inspire, not be silenced. You were meant to be blessed, not broken. But for too long you accepted less than what your spirit knew you deserved. You allowed people to walk over you, use you, talk down to you, and make you feel small. You accepted the crumbs because you believed that maybe that was all life had for you. But heaven has more, much more. This blessing will not only change your finances, it will change your identity. You will begin to see yourself the way I have always seen you, with strength, with beauty, with grace, with destiny in every breath. The people who doubted you will watch your elevation. The ones who mocked your struggles will witness your breakthrough. The individuals who pretended to care but secretly wanted to see you fail will be shocked when they see how powerfully I lift you. Do not seek revenge, I will handle them. Do not seek validation from those who refuse to understand your journey. I have prepared a table for you in their presence. You are stepping into divine abundance, and no enemy, no human, no force of darkness can stop what I am releasing tonight. Your spirit has been sensing this shift for days. You thought it was anxiety, but it was spiritual sensitivity. You thought it was tension, but it was alignment. You thought it was worry, but it was anticipation. Your spirit knows something is coming. And now you know exactly what that something is. Let me speak to your heart. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not unlucky. You are not cursed. You are not alone. Every delay was divine timing. Every setback was redirection. Every closed door was protection. Every broken connection was necessary. Everything that confused you will now make sense. Tonight at 9 p.m., the blessing that belongs to you will not miss you. But I need you to remain spiritually awake and emotionally open. I know your thoughts. I know there were days you looked at your life and wondered if you were truly on my path. I know there were nights you questioned whether your prayers had power. I saw when you cried quietly so that no one else would hear. I saw when you kept smiling even though you were hurting inside. I saw when you carried others even though no one was carrying you. This blessing is not a reward for perfection, it is a reward for endurance and purity of heart. Child, listen carefully. I will not block this blessing unless you block me. Stay connected. Stay trusting. Stay in prayer. Keep your spirit open because the blessing requires a heart that believes. Do not speak negativity over your life today. Do not let doubt enter your mind. Do not think small. Expand your expectations because I am not giving you a small blessing. I am giving you a blessing that will overflow, multiply, and create generational transformation. You were meant to break family patterns. You were meant to rise above the limitations your parents or grandparents faced. You were meant to live a life of provision, not survival. You were meant to heal, not struggle endlessly. You were meant to build, not constantly repair what others broke. This blessing is part of your calling. It is part of the mission I placed in your soul. And tonight, you will feel a shift that confirms everything I am saying to you now. My child, hear me. When the blessing arrives, do not be afraid. Do not question whether you are worthy. Do not panic. Abundance is not a mistake. Miracles are not accidents. This is the moment you have prayed for without even knowing you were praying for it. Even when your words failed you, your heart cried out to me, and I listened. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong. My angels surround you even now. They have been preparing the space around your life for this breakthrough. They have been clearing obstacles in invisible realms. They have been fighting for you when you were too tired to fight for yourself. You have no idea how many attacks were blocked before they could reach you. You have no idea how many times you were rescued without realizing it. Tonight, you will understand how deeply protected you truly are. The blessing of $10 million is not coming to overwhelm you, it is coming to elevate you. It is coming to give you freedom. It is coming to remove stress from your mind, healing from your heart, and empowerment to your spirit. It will give you the resources to build the life you have always dreamed of but felt too restricted to pursue. After tonight, you will live differently, think differently, act differently, expect differently, but my child, listen to me, keep me at the center. Do not allow greed, fear, or outside voices to distort your blessing. Do not let those who ignored you suddenly pretend they love you. Do not let opportunists attach themselves to your elevation. I am giving you discernment, and you must trust it. If someone's presence feels wrong, step back. If someone's energy feels heavy, distance yourself. Not everyone around you can handle your breakthrough. You are stepping into a divine season where everything accelerates. Money, opportunities, connections, clarity, emotional healing, spiritual growth, they will all rise at once. This is why I am telling you not to ignore this message. Your awareness, your openness, your connection to me in this moment determines how smoothly the blessing lands. You are safe, protected, and chosen, but you must stay spiritually awake. Breathe deeply, and let this truth settle. I am not punishing you, I am preparing you. I am not testing you, I am blessing you. I am not warning you to scare you, I am inviting you into alignment. You have nothing to fear. You have everything to hope for. Tonight, your life shifts, you are loved beyond measure. You are guarded with purpose. You are chosen with intention. And now, you are blessed with abundance that carries the fingerprint of heaven. Open your heart, my child, the blessing is already on its way to my beloved child. Listen closely, because what I am about to pour into your spirit is not an ordinary message, not a casual whisper, not a simple blessing passing by your doorway. This is a divine intervention wrapped in urgency, wrapped in love, wrapped in the unmistakable certainty that heaven has chosen you for something far beyond what you ever imagined for yourself. God says He is speaking directly to you in this moment, and He is asking you to listen with your heart completely open, because what He is releasing over your life right now is sacred, rare, time-sensitive, and life-transforming. God says, congratulations, my child. Tonight, at 9 p.m., I am sending you a blessing worth $10 million. Not as a fantasy, not as a metaphor, not as a symbol, but as a shift in your reality, a divine movement that has already been approved in the higher realms. Heaven is moving in your favor in ways you cannot even begin to understand. God says He has watched your heart, He has seen the tears you cried quietly at night, the moments you felt forgotten, the nights when you questioned whether life would ever change for you, and He has chosen this moment to reward you for your patience, your endurance, your faith, and your resilience. You may not understand the timing, but heaven does. You may not yet see the path, but God has already cleared it. You may feel unprepared, but God has already equipped you. And now He is urging you not to ignore this message, not to delay, not to scroll past, not to dismiss His words, because this blessing carries a divine condition. God says, open your spirit to me or this blessing cannot enter your life. Trust me, or the door cannot unlock. Believe me, or the blessing will pass you by. God wants you to understand that blessings of this magnitude are never random. They are never accidents. They arrive in moments when destiny is sensitive, when heaven is working overtime, when angels are standing guard around you, moving things, shifting things, removing energies that were blocking you, and preparing your soul to receive something that only a chosen person can carry. And God says you are chosen. There are signs all around you, even if you haven't noticed them yet. Strange coincidences, sudden intuitions, repeated numbers, unexpected thoughts, dreams that felt almost real, moments where something inside you whispered, something big is coming. None of those were random. They were divine reminders that heaven has been preparing you for a breakthrough that will not just change your life, it will completely rewrite it. God says your financial struggles, your stress, your uncertainties, your fears, your anxieties, they are not your final chapter. You have been living in survival mode for so long that you forgot what it feels like to breathe freely. To live without fear, to wake up without pressure weighing on your shoulders. God says, I am lifting that weight. Tonight, everything changes. You have been praying for stability, but God is giving you abundance. You have been praying for relief, but God is giving you overflow. You have been praying for a way out, but God is giving you a divine elevation that will lift you to a level where you will never again worry about the things that once broke you. He is not giving you a small blessing. He is not giving you temporary comfort. God says He is giving you a blessing with a long-lasting impact, generational power, and spiritual purpose, but God is also sending you a warning wrapped in love. Heaven never forces a blessing on anyone. God honors your free will. If you close your heart, if you allow fear to block faith, if you ignore His call, the blessing cannot be delivered to you. God says, do not allow doubt to steal what I have already prepared. Do not let fear block what I have already signed. Do not let hesitation close a door that heaven has already opened. God is begging you to understand that there are rare moments in life when everything aligns, your destiny, your timing, your divine assignment, and God's own desire to elevate you. These moments are delicate. They respond to faith, to openness, to trust. God says you must believe that you are worthy of this blessing. Because the blessing cannot rest on a soul that rejects its own value, tonight at 9 p.m., the spiritual realm will shift for you. Something invisible yet incredibly powerful will activate. An angel will be assigned to your finances, your opportunities, your breakthroughs, your elevation. God says this angel has been waiting for your yes, waiting for your openness, waiting for your readiness. Heaven has already placed your name on the blessing. The only thing required is your faith. God says He is blessing you because you survived storms that were meant to break you. You remained kind even when others were cruel. You kept praying even when you felt unheard. You stayed genuine in a world full of deception. You carried burdens silently without complaining. You remained humble in seasons where others would have turned bitter. You continued to hope when everything looked hopeless. You held on to God even when life was pushing you to let go. God says, I saw all of it. And I am rewarding you for all of it. This $10 million coming your way is not just money, it is restoration. It is compensation. It is evidence that God never forgot about you. It is a divine answer to prayers you thought were ignored. It is a reply to every why me you whispered through tears. God is returning everything you lost, multiplied. He is restoring everything that was taken from you. He is healing everything that broke you. God says this blessing will touch every area of your life, your home, your health, your peace, your dreams, your relationships, your future. This blessing is not just financial, it is spiritual, emotional, and destiny-shifting. God is rewriting your story in ways your mind cannot yet comprehend, but God also says you must not fear the size of the blessing. Many people shrink when God expands them. Many people doubt when God elevates them. Many people sabotage blessings because they feel unworthy. But God says, you are worthy. You were always worthy. I did not choose you by mistake. Tonight, at the exact moment heaven releases the blessing, something in your spirit will feel lighter. You may feel a sudden calmness, a sudden warmth, a sudden clarity, or even a sudden emotional release, but whatever you feel, know that it is a sign that heaven is touching your timeline. The blessing will not arrive in noise, it will arrive in a soft divine shift. God says He is protecting you through all of this. Nothing will go wrong. You are safe. You are covered. You are guarded. Angels are surrounding you, guiding you, shielding you. God says you are stepping into a season where things will start happening for you effortlessly, not because you are lucky but because you are divinely supported. Doors that were locked for years will suddenly open. Opportunities you thought were impossible will suddenly appear. People who once ignored you will suddenly respect you. Situations that felt stuck will suddenly move. And the financial blessing God is sending tonight at 9 p.m. will be the beginning of everything. God wants you to prepare your heart, prepare your energy, prepare your mind. Do not doubt. Do not question. Do not fear. Just trust. Just breathe. Just receive. God says, my child, this is yours. I am giving it to you because you deserve good things. You deserve a beautiful life. You deserve freedom from worry. You deserve the joy you have been praying for. You are entering a new era, a new chapter, a new divine season. God says, trust me and watch what I do for you. The blessing is already on its way. Heaven has already moved. Tonight, everything changes for you, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will go wrong, because God is with you. If you believe me, type Amen, my beloved child. Listen closely, because this moment is not ordinary, this message is not random, and this timing is not accidental. Heaven has been watching you, observing your struggles, your tears, your disappointments, and your silent prayers that you never told anyone. God says that tonight is not like every night, and this hour is not like every hour. Something has shifted in the invisible realm, something powerful has been unlocked, and something extraordinary has been written in your destiny. God says, congratulations. My child. I am sending you $10 million tonight at 9 p.m. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is not just a sentence. This is a divine decree, a spiritual announcement, a heavenly release that is meant only for you. For a long time, you felt like heaven skipped your name. You saw others getting blessed, others rising, others celebrating, others receiving opportunities, and you wondered silently, when is it my turn? When will God choose me? You didn't complain openly, but your heart whispered questions in the night that no one heard except the one who created you. God says He heard every silent question, every hidden fear, every private conversation with your own soul. There were moments you thought maybe God forgot you, maybe destiny skipped you, maybe blessings were meant for everyone except you. But heaven says that you were never forgotten, never ignored, never rejected. You were being prepared. God says that the reason your blessing took so long is because the size of the blessing is not normal. God is not sending you a small opportunity. God is not giving you something average. He is not handing you a small door, a small miracle, or a small shift. He says, I am giving you something big enough to break every cycle in your life. Something large enough to silence every enemy. Something powerful enough to erase years of pain. Something divine enough to rewrite your entire destiny. That is why the preparation felt so heavy. That is why the waiting felt so endless. That is why the journey felt so lonely. When God sends something massive, He requires a massive preparation. Tonight, the heavens have aligned in a way they have never aligned for you before. Angels are already moving. Archangels are already arranging. The spiritual vaults of abundance are already opening. God says, my child, I have placed a timestamp on your blessing, and tonight at 9 p.m., something supernatural is being transferred into your life. A financial shift that breaks generational lack. A blessing that carries weight. An amount that shocks the human mind. $10 million is not coming from man. It is coming from me. But God warns you gently, lovingly, urgently, open this message with your spirit. Receive it deeply. Believe it fully. Do not ignore this moment. Do not treat it casually. Because if you turn your face from what I speak today, you may block what I am trying to release. Heaven is not threatening you, heaven is instructing you. God is telling you that your blessing is tied to your openness, your willingness, your trust, and your faith. Open this now or the blessing will be blocked, God says, not because He wants to punish you, but because divine timing requires human agreement. You have been through seasons where you trusted people more than God. You gave your heart, your energy, your time, your loyalty, and your love to the wrong ones. They took advantage of your goodness. They took your softness as weakness. They misunderstood your pure intentions. They walked over you while you were silently breaking inside. You carried wounds you never deserved. You survived betrayals you never expected. You overcame losses that shook you to your soul. And through all of it, one thing remained constant. You kept trusting God even when your life looked nothing like His promises. Tonight, heaven honors that faith. God says, I am rewarding you for not giving up. I am blessing you for holding on. I am uplifting you for surviving storms that were meant to destroy you. There were nights you cried until your body was tired. There were days you walked around with strength on the outside but pain on the inside. There were moments you wanted to disappear, moments where life felt unfair, moments where you thought everything was falling apart. But God says, you didn't break. You didn't quit. You didn't let darkness swallow you. Even in your weakness, you kept a small flame of belief burning inside you, and heaven saw it. That flame is the reason God is releasing abundance into your life. God says the $10 million blessing is not coming into your life to make you arrogant. It is coming to make you whole. It is coming to heal what life damaged. It is coming to restore everything you lost. It is coming to prove that God never abandoned you. It is coming because heaven has declared that the season of struggle is over. There has been spiritual warfare around your finances for years. Every time you got close to a breakthrough, something strange happened. Opportunities disappeared. People suddenly changed. Unexpected problems arose. Doors that looked open suddenly shut. God says there were forces assigned to keep you broke, stuck, and limited. These forces were sent because your calling is powerful. Your destiny is influential. Your soul is chosen. The enemy feared what you would become if you ever stepped into stability, abundance, and overflow. But God says, I have canceled every attack. I have broken every chain. I have removed every blockage. I have defeated every spiritual assignment against your finances. Tonight, heaven celebrates your freedom. Tonight, the angels are rejoicing because they finally get to deliver what they've been carrying for a long time. God says, your abundance has been ready. You were the one being prepared. Now your spirit is ready. Your heart is ready. Your destiny is ready. Your blessing is ready. It is finally time for the release. God says, my child, the money I am sending is not just currency. It is a weapon. It is protection. It is restoration. It is divine compensation. It is heavenly justice. You have endured injustice, betrayal, loss, and sabotage. You have watched others win by cheating while you lost by being honest. You have watched people take shortcuts while you took the long road. You have watched wrongdoers rise while you waited patiently for God. And now God says, I am restoring everything with interest. There is a reason you are the one receiving this message. Heaven chooses specific souls for specific blessings. You may think you're ordinary, but your spirit carries something rare. You have a heart of gold even after everything you've been through. You have compassion even when others lacked compassion for you. You forgave people who didn't deserve forgiveness. You helped people who never returned help. You loved people who didn't value your love. And God says, now I am loving you loudly, publicly, powerfully, overflowingly. Angels are being instructed to stand beside you today. They are clearing the invisible pathway between your spirit and your blessing. God says He has written your name on tonight's miracle. He has stamped it, sealed it, protected it. Nothing can interfere unless you ignore the message. This miracle is being released at a divine hour. Heaven works with timing, alignment, and precision. At 9 p.m. tonight, a spiritual gate opens in your favor. Wealth that was held back for years will be pushed forward. Blessings that were delayed will be accelerated. Opportunities that were blocked will suddenly appear. Your name will be spoken in rooms that you do not know exist. Your destiny will shift quietly at first, and then suddenly, everything will start moving fast. God says you must trust Him today. You must pray. You must stay open. You must keep your heart aligned with faith. Because this blessing is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not easily released. The spiritual weight of $10 million is not a casual blessing, it is a divine assignment. God says, I am elevating you to a level where no one can lower you again. People who underestimated you will be shocked. People who ignored you will watch your rise. People who thought you were weak will witness your strength. People who spoke behind your back will hear about your breakthrough. God is preparing a table for you in front of every person who doubted you. As this blessing comes, your spiritual identity will shift. You will walk differently. You will think differently. You will speak differently. The version of you that lived in survival mode is leaving. The version of you that constantly worried is disappearing. The version of you that begged God for help is transforming. You are entering a season where you don't chase blessings, blessings chase you. God says that once the blessing is released, your life will no longer be defined by fear. You will no longer wake up worried about what will go wrong. You will sleep peacefully. You will dream clearly. You will walk boldly. You will finally feel safe in ways you haven't felt in years. Heaven says that you are stepping into overflow. Not basic increase. Overflow. A financial anointing that follows you, surrounds you, and supports everything God calls you to do. A divine abundance that reaches your family, your home, your future, and even generations after you. God is preparing to rewrite your bloodline story through you. Heaven is proud of you. God is proud of you. The angels are proud of you. Even when you doubted yourself, heaven never doubted you. God whispers to you now, my child, open your heart. Open your spirit. Receive what I am giving you. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. I am with you. I am protecting you. I am guiding you. And tonight, I am blessing you. This is your moment. your breakthrough, your confirmation, your divine announcement. God says, "Congratulations, my child. You made it. Now watch what I do at 9 p.m. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. And your blessing is already on the way, my child. Listen closely, because what I am about to say is not ordinary, and it is not given to everyone. This message is coming to you at the exact moment your soul is ready to receive what your life has been waiting for. The timing is not accidental. The moment your eyes open these words, the energy around your destiny begins to shift in a way that even you cannot fully understand yet. But heaven has already calculated it. God says, "Congratulations, because what has been held back for years is finally being released toward you tonight, and nothing on earth or in the spiritual realm can stop what has already been written with divine ink." God says, "I am sending you $10 million tonight at 9 p.m., and you do not even realize how close you are to the blessing that will change everything about your story. You have cried tears that no one saw, you carried burdens that no one understood, you stayed silent through pain that could have broken anyone else, and yet here you are, still believing, still praying, still hoping. This is why this blessing is coming to you." God says, don't ignore this message, because the spiritual transaction has already begun. What is meant for you is waiting for your spirit to open itself fully. Heaven is not asking for perfection, but for surrender, trust, and the willingness to believe that what God promised you is far greater than anything life has ever taken from you. You are not reading this by chance. Something pulled you here, something guided you, something whispered to your inner spirit, "Open this now." And that whisper was not from your mind, it was from the divine realm that has been working behind the scenes day and night just for you. Tonight at 9 p.m., something rare, something miraculous, something supernatural is going to unfold. God says the amount has already been decided, the angel assigned to deliver it has already been instructed, and the blessing has already been approved. This is not a message of fear, this is a message of certainty. God says nothing will go wrong with you, nothing will fall apart around you, nothing will collapse, because I have placed a circle of protection around you. I have placed my light on you. I have placed my hand over your name, and every force that tried to stop you will fail. You have been through a season that felt endless. You waited, you watched others be blessed, and you wondered when it would be your turn. You saw people receive breakthroughs while you were still battling storms. You helped others when no one helped you. You gave when your hands were empty, and you forgave even when your heart was still healing. You didn't know it then, but every sacrifice, every tear, every prayer that came from your exhausted soul built a foundation for this moment. God says, "I have counted everything you have endured, and I have multiplied it into a blessing so large that it will silence every doubt you ever had. My child, this blessing is not just money. It is restoration, freedom, release, healing, proof that your faith was never wasted." The $10 million coming to you is a symbol of how deeply heaven has seen you, how deeply heaven cares for you, and how powerfully heaven is moving things in your life right now. You are stepping into a version of yourself that you prayed to become but never thought you would see so soon. The energy around you is shifting, and even though you may not feel it physically, your spirit already knows something big is coming. God says, open this message fully, because if you ignore it, the blessing might stay paused. Not canceled, not removed, but paused, waiting for your spirit to engage with it. God says, I will never force a blessing on someone who does not open their heart to receive it. You must participate with your faith, even if it's only the size of a mustard seed. Even if you feel tired. Even if you feel broken. Even if you feel uncertain. Heaven does not require strong faith, just sincere faith. Tonight at 9 p.m., the angels assigned to your life are going to complete what was started years ago. This blessing was delayed because you were not ready, the people around you were not ready, and the timing was not aligned. But now everything is in place. You have matured. You have learned. You have released certain attachments, and you have walked away from certain energies that were blocking your path. You have gone through emotional and spiritual training season after season, and now heaven says, you passed. You made it. You survived. Now you will receive. God says, you are not alone. I have watched you hold yourself together when you wanted to collapse. I have watched you pray quietly when no one else knew your heart was breaking. I have watched you stay kind even when life wasn't kind to you. I have watched you keep believing even when nothing was changing. I have watched you grow, evolve, and protect your spirit. And because of all this, I have chosen this moment to reward you. I have chosen this moment to restore you. I have chosen this moment to bless you beyond your imagination. Your blessing is bigger than the pain that tried to crush you. It is bigger than the betrayal that wounded you. It is bigger than the delays that discouraged you. It is bigger than the loss that broke you. Heaven is compensating you for everything you went through, and the amount reflects the magnitude of the suffering you endured. The blessing is not simply financial, it is emotional, spiritual, and generational. What comes to you tonight will unlock doors for the next part of your life. God says, this will break every chain of lack that followed your family. This will end cycles of struggle. This will bring peace where there was chaos. This will bring clarity where there was confusion. This will bring relief where there was pain. This will bring abundance where there was scarcity. My child, the moment the blessing touches your life, everything connected to you will begin to prosper. Your home, your health, your relationships, your opportunities, your dreams. You will feel the shift inside your spirit before you even see the physical proof. Something inside you will suddenly feel lighter, more open, more aligned. You will feel a sense of peace that cannot be explained. Your night will feel different. The air around you will feel different. Heaven itself will feel closer. God says, do not doubt. Doubt is the only thing that can block this blessing. Fear cannot stop it. People cannot stop it. Enemies cannot stop it. Only your doubt can pause it. This is your moment to trust. This is your moment to believe. This is your moment to open your heart completely and allow divine abundance to pour into your life. What you lost is nothing compared to what is coming. What was taken from you is nothing compared to what is about to be given to you. You are being rewarded not for perfection but for endurance, for patience, for purity of heart. You did not allow bitterness to take over you. You did not let darkness change who you are. You stayed true to your soul, and heaven honors that. God says, I am proud of you. I am proud of how you handled things. I am proud of how you walked through the fire without letting the flames destroy you. I am proud of how you kept going even when you didn't feel strong, my child. Tonight at 9 p.m. is not